Okay, you guys, bear with me. For like, what in the heck is she putting on her mouth? Cocoa butter, y'all. Just cocoa butter. Oh, I hate when I get these little cold sores. Ugh. Me in this weather, honey, it's like the older I get. Let me see if this is too loud. I start getting easily sick, which is part of the reason why I had to let my job go, y'all. It's just, my immune system is just different. I know, vitamins, all these different things. I do all that, y'all. It still doesn't matter. People just can't accept the fact that you're just aging. Some things you just can't change. Period. Point blank. Period. You just have to deal with it. You really just have to deal with it and just accept it. At least for me. um, Special needs. Ooh, let me jump right in. Okay, when I used to work with special needs students back in Missouri, just I'm not a certified teacher. Obviously, I think I mentioned this in one of my videos. I'm a substitute teacher, but I also worked with kids. I've done volunteer. I've done just different. I don't really care for titles because I feel like I've worked with kids all my life. Now, here's the thing. I always felt like they should have their own separate schools, and I'm going to tell you why and explain how this could happen. You cannot really expect kids that are different to work well with kids who are the same. It's just not going to work. In the beginning, it won't make sense to do that to me because it influences both. So let's say, give you an example, a kid who's different, they're going to act out typically. So a kid who is not different may see that as a way to copy, pretend. Now, here's the problem. The teacher may not understand if they're just showing out or they really have a problem. You see, right there, that messes it up for everybody. So now you have to influence them not to be that way. And then you have the kid who is different, who's acting out. They see the child who isn't, and they're struggling. So they're actually intimidated by that. They're bothered by the fact they can't do what their peers are doing because they are very like-minded, but they are different and they're too aware of that. Can you imagine that pressure being different and you see it every day? They can get done with their assignment, but you can't. They don't need help, but you do. That's it. That doesn't make them. I personally would not feel very confident, comfortable in that environment. So that's one reason. Okay. Another is when it comes to communicating, that's fine. But when you have to be expected, and this is for the educators, when you have to be expected to teach in a timely manner, get this done, they have to learn these lessons in a short amount of time, in less than a school year. Yeah, that could be done if you're a robot, honey, because the child that's different, you have to take more time. What would take 10 minutes for this student, the normal student, to do in 10 minutes, it'll take the different student 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And that's if you have support. And that's if you have the right support. Because people being present is not enough. They have to know what to do. They have to know how to handle. They know how to address, feel confident and comfortable in doing whatever is required. And just, I'm not trying to label or put nobody's name or anything out there, but you know what I mean by special. A child with ADHD, autistic, any type of extremities that you don't or can't predict when that part of them would happen or show up a certain way. So you want a team, the right team. That's why I'm getting to this point here, having their own school. Because if you have their own school, the right people are already there. Because I would not sign up for a school that I know is specifically for those types of kids versus a school that I know there's no issues there. And this thing is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just, you know the difference. You understand the difference. You know what you're signing up. You're not going to be hit with some shocker. And then you're trying to think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to juggle this?